Howdy, my name's Steve Dangle, that's Justin Bourne, and today we're going to be talking about the Ottawa Senators and their all-decade team. We're going to look at the past decade, because it's the end of a decade, don't you know? Shut up, don't argue with me, nerd. And we are going to be talking about is it the best, or is it just what we felt like?
Well, it's the latter, is what it is, but, you know, it's kind of, to me, it was who represents that decade most for that team. Yeah, when you look at the past decade of the Ottawa Senators, who do you think of, which is a very fun debate when we get to the defense. Should we start on the defense?
Ooh, yes, let's do that, because it's longevity, it's points, it's heart. Erik Karlsson, number one.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the very easy
one.
That
aren't even fun to discuss. It's like Erik.
Yeah, no, we're done. Yeah, I mean, won exactly 19 Norrises, 4 Hart trophies, and 3 Art Rosses? Five. Sorry, well, you can't win them all. Off the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
Choosing Erik Karlsson's defense partner was much harder. For longevity, I put Cody Ceci.
So, like, his pick for the decade of the Ottawa Senators is the second most representative person is Cody Ceci. Here's the crazy part. I don't think he's wrong.
I'm not that wrong.
Well, I do think he's wrong. He's not wildly wrong.
Yeah, another guy. Who was the guy you had?
So, my answer is Mark Mathot.
Mark Mathot, but you were thinking...
Mark Borowiecki.
Now, he should get it alone for having to do that video with Melnick.
Yeah.
Having to sit through that and host it.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with this.
Yeah, fair enough.
That guy's got no experience.
But if you want to make the case for Borowiecki, he was a part of 9 seasons of the Ottawa Senators over the decade. So he was a part of the whole thing. 352 games played. I mean, 620 PIMs. He was there through the bad, through the good. Mm-hmm. He is kind of the face of that decade.
Stopped a robbery.
He did do that. I'm picking Mathot, though, just because really a big part of it is who are the best players. That's it. That's the heaviest component of this.
Yes.
So Karlsson and Mathot, to me, that's your pair.
You are right to have Mark Mathot. I am going to choose to be intentionally wrong and pick Cody Ceci because it's funnier. So that's what I'm doing.
Reasonable.
Who do we got up front on the left wing? I think we have a relatively recent Sen, but he's not anymore.
Yes, we have Hoffman. Taking Mike Hoffman. I mean,
wasn't there a ton of time?
No. What do we got for Hoffman in terms of time? He played 342 games over 7 seasons, so that's a long time.
Yeah.
Big shot, big skater. There wasn't really much debate. In terms of left wingers, you might want to say Bobby Ryan played some left wing. Milan Mahalik played a lot.
Not a ton. I thought about Milan Mahalik. There's another one that would have been a funny pick. Speaking of guys on another team, maybe we should go to the other wing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Bobby Ryan, and I really wanted to put him here, but picking him over Mark Stone, I just couldn't do it.
So I'm torn how much recency bias we have in this saying Stone over Ryan.
Right.
Because obviously of late, you talk about Stone for Selke, you talk about him for Hart Trophy in some cases, but when Ryan was first there, his early seasons with the Sens, he was a guy. I mean, his first season with Ottawa, he had 50 points, 23 goals. They went to the playoffs and he had a great playoff run with them in 2016-17.
Well, and everyone talks about the 15 points in 19 games. No one talks about the 25 in almost, what was it? It was 60 plus games.
In the regular season.
So, I mean, part of the reason
62.
His playoff was admired so much is because it was kind of surprising.
So contrary to, which also kind of is frustrating because it's like, wait, you could do that the whole time? Where was that for the whole season?
I know the feeling, but I mean, in terms of longevity and just being really good, consistently, you had to pick Mark Stone over him.
We're Stone and Hoffman on the wings, and then up the middle, Kyle Turris.
I had Kyle Turris too, man.
Yeah.
Who else did you think of?
So the games played leader over the past 10 years was a centerman, Zach Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
JG Pajot was there for parts of 8 seasons.
He was my other guy.
Zabinajad was there, again, a guy who wasn't really the guy you think he is now when he was with them. He was very good.
Right.
But he wasn't, the guy we think him as. So I think the pick here is Kyle Turris.
And if we're going to talk about guys who defined the decade,
sure.
I mean, Kyle Turris.
7 seasons.
7 seasons, but also part of a franchise-altering trade. You can hear producer Drew over there. He's a Colorado Avalanche fan. Going the other way, Matt Duchene coming in. Couple Uber videos and a bunch of other stuff later. But it seems like it's finally turning a corner.
Yeah.
right? So what? I think he does.
No, it is. It is 100%. Anyway, let's.
Wow!
I'm not going to do that to Sens fans on their
No, you're not.
on their all-decade team. I do think there's a lot of good things in Ottawa this year, and they are moving in the right direction. Not a joke.
Ron Hainsey, Connor Brown, Tyler Ennis, DJ Smith. Okay, you're right. It's not nice.
Let's move to goal.
Yes. Craig Anderson.
Yes.
That's pretty easy, right?
Honestly, it is. He's been the face of the Ottawa Senators crease for the majority of the time, all of the time. I can tell you the answer to that. 417 games played over all 10 seasons.
And it's pretty spectacular.
Unless you want to place a vote for Patrick Lalime.
Oh, Patrick Lalime, this decade?
Also Damian Rhodes, wrong thought? Maybe not, these are just names.
I used to love Damian Rhodes. Craig Anderson, for his longevity, and he's one of those goalies who is not always Carey Price level, but he just has this ability to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah.
And pull off like a 50 save shutout. So that is our Ottawa Senators decade team, with some debate and some regrets, but we're not really sure. What do you think? The comment box is down there for you to slander us. Anything else?
Yeah, Patrick Lalime last played for the Senators in 2004, so, that was not a great pick.
Yeah, I was like, I trust you, Justin Bourne, so don't trust him. Slander him in the comment section as well as me. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Patrick Lalime has not played for the Senators for 15 years.